Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 6th of June and today we have to see 8 selected questions along with many additional facts. So be attentive and be focused till the end. And if you are finding my videos useful, don't forget to like it and share the video with your friends and loved ones and let everyone benefit out of it. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, then press on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. If you have already subscribed, press the bell icon so that you never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day with all the latest notifications of important videos from this channel, Students Point. So let's begin, but first you have to answer one question in the comment section. The question is, Malabar exercise is held in? These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer it in the comment section. Let's begin now. The first question, World Economic Forum is based in? So World Economic Forum is based in Geneva. So here C is the right answer. Geneva is in Switzerland. And World Economic Forum is an NGO. It was founded in the year of 1971 and it hosts an annual meeting at the end of January in Davos. See, both Davos and Geneva is in Switzerland, but it held its meeting in Davos, but this NGO itself is located in Geneva. I hope you will remember the difference. And it is going to organize an unique twin summit in the month of January in 2021, and this will be themed as the Great Reset. It will bring together the leaders from across the world for in-person as well as the virtual dialogues. Now an important notice about Polity series. I want to ask one question, that is it the right time to start the Polity series, as I had planned to start it in the month of August. But many of you are requesting again and again, so I decided to have an idea of your opinion that whether I should start it now or not, as it takes lots of energy, resources and time, and I don't want it to go in vain. So I ask you everyone that whether you will be following this series. I will count on your number of likes on today's video. If it reaches up to 250 likes, then I will consider the decision to be yes. Now I will tell the benefits of Polity series in your exams and how much this series is going to help you. See, Polity has a huge weightage in any government examinations, be it UPSC, PCS, CDS, CLAT, SSC or other examinations. For instance, in UPSC CSE prelims, every year around 20 questions are being asked from Polity section, and the cutoff for general section goes only around 110 marks, that is around 55% of the total marks. So you can imagine the importance of Polity section, as around 20 questions, sometimes even more than that, sometimes around 18 or 20 or even 22 questions are being asked from Polity sections. So imagine the importance. Same is the case in PCS and other examinations. As you are going to work for the government, so you must be aware about the Polity and the structure of government. That is why Polity has huge importance in any government examinations. So how I will teach? I consider that first learn the lessons, then taking test is the best way of teaching and grasping the matters very quickly. So in my series, you will get what many don't get even after paying thousands and lakhs in several institutions. And I am not saying it just for the sake of saying, I am very much definite about it. So let me know your decisions with your likes. If it reaches more than 250 likes today, I will take the decision to be yes. And I will start it by 15th of June if the decision is yes. And also I would ask everyone to tell me in the comment section that who is going to appear in which exams in this year or next year, so that it will give me an idea that how I should proceed in the series, which may be helpful for every aspirant and serve the examinations or needs of every examinations. So let me know today. So in the series, I will first complete the important chapters of Polity, then I will organize test series. In that test series, you will see questions of very high quality. You will find those questions of the level of PCS and IS examinations. And through those questions, we will also discuss and try to cover all the remaining portions of Polity so that everything may be covered. In chapter series, I will complete the major chapters, while in test series, I will take questions on all these major chapters as well as will take questions serial wise so that cover the remaining chapters as well. So let's begin now. The International Day for Fight Against Illegal, Unreported and Unregulated Fishing is observed on. So it is observed on 5th of June. So here C is the right answer. On 5th of December 2017, United Nations General Assembly declared this day 5th June as this day because 5th June is the date in 2016 when the first international treaty designed to end illegal fishing, the FAO Port State Measures Agreement, entered into force. So this FAO Port State Measures Agreement was the first international treaty which was designed to end illegal fishing. And United Nations Food Agriculture Organization is the lead agency for this new international treaty. And it is to be noted that Target 4 of Goal 14 of the Sustainable Development Agenda, which was adopted by United Nations General Assembly in the year of 2015, urges to effectively regulate harvesting and end overfishing, illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing and destructive fishing practices by the year of 2020. And please keep one thing in mind, that whenever I mark anything with green or red color, please appreciate that those areas are going to be very important and there are high chances that they will ask those questions from these areas. For instance, if I have marked this target 4 of goal 14 of SDG, then the question here will be asked that which goal of SDG set the target to end unreported unregulated fishing. Then it is goal 14th. I hope you will remember it. The next question now, Global Vaccine Summit was hosted by, so this was hosted by UK, that is United Kingdom. So here B is the right answer. And almost 50 countries, including the business leaders, United Nations agencies, civil societies, government ministers, head of states and country leaders participated in the summit. And recently Prime Minister Modi addressed the virtual Global Vaccine Summit, and India has also placed 15 million US dollar as India's contribution to this Gavi, that is Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization. Now what is Gavi? Gavi is an international organization which brings together public and private sectors to create equal access to vaccines for children. The next question again going to be very important. Consider the following statements about TULIP. It is a program for providing internship opportunities to fresh graduates in all urban local bodies and smart cities across the country. This statement is correct. A steering committee under the chairmanship of Secretary under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs will review the progress of the program on a periodical basis. This is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. C is the right answer. And Union HRD Minister and Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Sri Hardeep S. Puri have jointly launched this TULIP, that is the Urban Learning Internship Program. This will help graduates who have completed BTech, BArch, B-Plan or BSc can apply within 18 months from date of graduation. So anyone who have completed BSc, BTech, B-Plan, BS or BArch, they can apply to this internship program within 18 months from the date of their completion of graduation. And technical support will be provided by AICTE, while the non-technical support will be provided by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Don't confuse between this, that technical support provided by AICTE while non-technical by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. That too for 5 years. The next question now, Ameri I Self associated with, so Ameri I Self is associated with Antarctica. So here C is the right answer. And the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research predicts that there would be a 24% increase in the expansion of Ameri I Self boundaries by the year of 2021 and another 24% expansion by the year of 2026 from its 2016 positions. And this Ameri I Self is one of the largest glacier drainage basin in the world. It is located in the eastern coast of Antarctica. The next question now, consider the following statements about National Center for Polar and Ocean Research. It is an autonomous institution of Department of Ocean Development under Ministry of Earth Science. This statement is correct. It was established in the year of 1998 and it is situated in Vasco da Gama, Goa. This statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer again. The next question, again it is very important. Be attentive everyone. Consider the following statements about Periodic Labor Force Survey, in short called as PLFS, for July 2018 to June 2019. See, India's unemployment rate fell to 5.8% during 2018 to 19 from earlier 6.1% during 2017 to 18. Now here you have to keep in mind the time period, that it is up to June 2019, not up to June 2020. So I hope you will remember. And the unemployment rate till June 2019 was 5.8%. And it has been released by National Statistical Office. This statement is also correct. So here again both of the statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And the urban employment rate reduced to 7.7%, while earlier it was 7.8%, while the rural unemployment reduced to 5% from 5.3%. So here it is clear that unemployment rate fell more in rural areas than in urban areas, where in urban areas it fell only by 0.1%, in rural areas it fell by 0.3%. They may also ask you this statement as well. And the female participation rate improved, going up to 18.6% in 2018-19 from 17.5% in the year before. Now you must question that what is female participation rate? See, female participation rate shows the share of women who are available to work or are working. So suppose if there are 100 women who are either available to work or are working, so out of this total women, those who are working shows the female participation rate. Now worker population ratio. See, the worker population ratio also increased to 35.3% as against 34.7% in the year of 2017 to 2018. Now again, what is worker population ratio? So worker population ratio shows the percentage of population working, that is out of the total percentage, how much percentage are working. So it is 35.3%. I hope you will remember the difference here about female participation rate and workers population ratio. Now the labor force participation rate. Now this concept is very important. Be attentive. This labor force participation rate shows the percentage of persons in labor force, that is who are either working or are available for work, who may not have got the work but are available for work, and those also who are working. So it shows the share of both these. I hope you will remember, it does not show the total percentage of labor who are working out of the total population. It only shows the total percentage of labor who are working out of those who are either working or are available for work. I will explain it in Hindi as well. That labor force participation ये दिखाता है कि टोटल नंबर ऑफ लेबर्स अगर हैं जो काम या कर रहे हैं या काम करना चाहते हैं, तो उन टोटल में से कितने लेबर्स काम कर रहे हैं, तो उसका परसेंटेज निकाल के लेबर फोर्स पार्टिसिपेशन रेट कहा जाता है। सिमिलरली यहाँ पे फीमेल पार्टिसिपेशन रेट भी वही है। यहाँ पे टोटल फीमेल की बात नहीं की जा रही है, सिर्फ उन फीमेल्स की बात की जा रही है जो आइदर वर्क कर रही हैं या फिर वर्क करने के लिए अवेलेबल हैं। तो उन टोटल वुमेन को काउंट किया जाएगा और उनमें से देखा जाएगा कि कितनी वुमेन वर्क कर रही हैं, तो उसी को कहा जाता है फीमेल पार्टिसिपेशन रेट। और वर्कर पॉपुलेशन रेशियो दिखाता है कि टोटल परसेंटेज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन में कितना परसेंटेज काम कर रहे हैं। आई होप बोथ इंग्लिश एस्पायरेंट्स एंड हिंदी एस्पायरेंट्स लर्नड इट। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ, Arsenicum album 30 drugs in news recently has what percentage of arsenic in it? So it has just 1% of arsenic in it. Arsenic album 30 is a homeopathic drug. It is considered to be correcting the inflammation in body and takes care of diarrhea, cough and cold. So it will help us to maintain the inflammation inside our body. It is made by heating arsenic with distilled water, and this process is repeated several times as an preventive measure to use against COVID-19. However, there are no research which suggests that this Arsenicum album 30 can help to protect us against COVID-19. Still, people are going for it. And if you have not liked the video and loved ones, now let's see some additional facts. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, who is chairperson and managing director of Biocoin, was named EY, that is Ernst and Young World Entrepreneur of the Year 2020. Kiran became the second woman to win this award after Olivia Loom of Hyflux, who belongs to Singapore. She also became the third Indian to win this award after Uday Kotak of Kotak Mahindra in 2014 and Narayan Murthy of Infosys in 2005. So she is third Indian to win this EY Entrepreneurship Award. The next fact is, Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar has launched Nagar Van scheme. on World Environment Day. Under this scheme, around 200 urban forests are to be developed all over the country in next 5 years. The next fact, Asian Football Confederation confirmed that India will host the 2022 Women Asian Cup. And this is the first time that India is going to host this cup since 1979. Remember, very important fact here. And this AFC is one of the 6 continental confederations. It was officially formed in the year of 1954 and it is headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, which is in Malaysia. So I hope you find the video useful. Do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay at your home, stay safe, and thanks a lot.